We all want to do the right things to help protect our environment. After all, we only have one Earth. The green environmental movement is all around us. We see neighborhood recycling drops and recycling collection programs, cleanup events, energy conservation light bulbs, and shoppers using their own reusable bags. This video will focus on how you can help to improve our water quality by preventing pollution from getting into stormwater runoff. Blue is the new green, and you can help. Where does our stormwater runoff go? Some of it evaporates, some of it infiltrates into the ground through green infrastructure. But stormwater that lands on a hard surface runs off into stormwater inlets, drains, or grates. Once in the storm drain, the stormwater travels under or above ground in a network of pipes and/or ditches. Then the water and all the pollutants in the water travel directly to our local streams and rivers without treatment, not to a sanitary sewer or wastewater treatment facility. Once these pollutants reach our local streams and rivers, they degrade water quality, aquatic habitat, and can cause human health problems. They also affect our drinking water. Discharges not composed of entirely stormwater are considered illicit discharges and can be found in the form of spills, illegal connections, illegal dumping, and excessive oil and sediment. Your community is regulated by the EPA and the Indiana Department of Environmental Management in order to prevent or minimize pollutants from entering our waterways. When pollutants such as chemicals reach those waterways, it is a violation of the Federal Clean Water Act, state law, and your local community stormwater ordinance. Human activities every day are the main cause of stormwater pollution. Pollutants come from our routine actions if we do not follow some basic precautions. Here are some examples and no-nos for stormwater. Always recycle and dispose of common household wastes and household hazardous wastes properly. Check for recycling programs in your local community and county. Most counties have a solid waste district education and outreach program. Search locally and see where you can drop off common recyclables such as paper, cardboard, plastic, glass, steel, and aluminum to keep these items out of landfills and away from ditches and streams. Electronics can also be recycled and should be taken to a local recycling center. Use environmentally friendly cleaning products and detergents. There are a lot of safe and green cleaning products available at most stores. Never flush or throw away medicine or pharmaceutical drugs. Such items can damage water quality and cannot be treated at wastewater treatment facilities. Contact your local sheriff or police department to find out how to properly dispose of pharmaceuticals. Some communities offer annual drug drop-offs. Purchase eco-friendly light bulbs such as LED types that do not contain mercury. Unfortunately, all CFL light bulbs contain some mercury, as well as longer fluorescence. Always dispose of mercury-containing light bulbs at your local solid waste district. About 5 milligrams of mercury, or barely enough to cover the tip of a pen, is enough to contaminate up to 6,000 gallons of water beyond safe drinking levels, according to Stanford University research on mercury. Properly dispose of all unused and unwanted household hazardous waste that is considered toxic, flammable, corrosive, and reactive. Such examples are pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, antifreeze, and propane tanks. Recycle used oil and antifreeze by taking them to service stations and other recycling centers. Never put oil or other chemicals down storm drains or in drainage ditches. 1 quart of oil can contaminate up to 2 million gallons of drinking water. Everyone loves a beautiful yard. Why not improve the health and appearance of your yard while at the same time protecting and preserving our water resources? Consider greenscaping, which is landscaping with reduced amounts of fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides. Chemicals degrade water quality, and nutrients contained in fertilizers can cause harmful algae blooms. Use water conservation practices such as rain barrels, and plant more native plants instead of sod such as rain gardens for stormwater infiltration. Apply fertilizer sparingly, according to label instructions, and don't do it if there is rain in the forecast. Apply fertilizers in the fall to promote deep, healthy root systems and less chance for rain to wash away to our nearest streams. Mow your grass high to encourage deeper root growth and mulch grass clippings back into your lawn for a rich, free source of nitrogen. Compost grass clippings with leaves and other carbon material for free organic fertilizer for your lawn and garden. Bag or compost all leaves and grass clippings. Make sure they don't get pushed to or left on hard surfaces such as streets, sidewalks, and driveways. Yard debris left on hard surfaces can eventually be washed away to clog storm drains and pipes, as well as create a nutrient-rich tea washed away to our nearest stream. Bare areas of your yard should be seeded or covered as soon as possible to prevent sediment and other valuable soil nutrients from being washed away. This sediment causes further problems downstream, such as smothering fish habitat. Never leave your pet waste behind. Always pick up pet waste. Pet waste contains bacteria and viruses that can be harmful to human health and the environment. Roundworms, E. coli, and Giardia are just a few of the many harmful microorganisms that can be transmitted from pet waste to humans. Some can last in your yard for as long as 4 years if not cleaned up. Children who play outside and adults who garden are at the greatest risk of infection. Pet waste is one of the leading causes of bacterial contamination of streams in Indiana. Pet waste also causes the same nitrogen-related problems as fertilizer and livestock manure. Do not drain pool, fountain, or spa water in a storm inlet. Water containing chlorine is harmful to aquatic life. Whenever possible, drain water into the sanitary sewer system if granted permission from your local district. There are established guidelines on the amount of residual chlorine, acceptable pH range, coloration, filter media, and acid cleaning waste when draining into the storm sewer system, and some areas may require a permit. Check with your local officials. A lot of us drive vehicles, go for walks, go out to eat, and travel around town on a daily basis. It is important to be aware of how these daily routines can have negative impacts on stormwater if we don't take precaution. Do not ignore leaks from vehicles and equipment. Keep your car well maintained. Fix any fluid leaks promptly and make sure to clean up any spills. Keep your autos and equipment in good repair and watch for possible leaks. Take leftover or used fluids to a household hazardous waste collection. Clean up leaks and spills with any absorbent material such as kitty litter. Do not wash your vehicle in the driveway. Typically dirty, sudsy water runs off of your driveway into a nearby storm inlet. From there, it flows directly into a nearby waterway. Take your car to a car wash where the water is recycled. Do not dump anything down a storm drain or inlet. Remember, only rain in the drain. Do not litter. This includes cigarette butts. Smokers see butts as the more natural kind of trash than, say, a plastic bottle, but they are not biodegradable. They contain plastic filters that enter sewers and storm drains and get swept into rivers and then out to water bodies, where they can release toxic chemicals including nicotine, benzene, and cadmium. Butts constitute 28% to 33% of all litter nationwide measured by item number. To wrap up, here is a review of what you can do to help. Recycle and properly dispose of all waste. The storm drain is not the place. Maintain a beautiful yard in a manner that also protects and preserves our water resources. Scoop the poop. Put it in a plastic bag, place it in the trash, and wash your hands. Drain pool, fountain, and spa waters into a sanitary sewer or after dechlorinating by allowing the water to stand for several days and release to a vegetated landscape area. Prevent leaks and clean up spills. Take your car to your local car wash instead of washing on your driveway. Place litter, including cigarette butts, into waste containers. Now you know to do the right things to help protect our earth and water resources. We know where stormwater goes and how it does not get any type of treatment. You can also get involved. Participate in your local stormwater program events such as cleanups, storm drain marking, and environmental education. So let's all do our part to make blue the new green.